So I found some other tools to play with in this game, so I'm going to play with them. And I realized you can't see my options. I didn't realize that last time, so I'm over here like right now I am going through some options, and this probably just looks like my mouse is weird, but anyways. So what I'm going to do right now is go to options, settings, and I'm going to adjust the strength down to like 0.4. And then I'm going to go to air, and I'm going to hit the wind-based speed up, and the gust amplitude all the way up. I can just knock this down a little. And then you didn't see anything that just happened, but you should have seen a change in the clouds wind speed. And I changed the strength of the boats. Well, the ships. So that way they break a little easier. And they crumble and stuff. So, yeah, and I got the... What did I do with the gust? The gust... Oh, yeah, the gust amplitudes are all the way. So when the wind hits, it's going to be crazy. So right here we have the... What is this? What are you? Can I read that? Is that a thing we can read? No, not at all. I forgot what boat this was. The ship right here. Sorry, I don't mean to freak you out. I know that was kind of weird. And yeah, so we got the cruise ship. What's this cruise ship called? Doesn't matter. Let's just pop hole in it. I like how, like, you know when the wind's blowing. Not only because it's loud, but because, like, you can see the tips of the water, like, freak out a lot. Like, it's crazy. Like, see how weak the ship is? Just automatic. I think that's a little too weak right there. That's a little too weak. I think this might keep it together, but we're gonna have to see. Okay, sorry about that. Look at that. I had to, if that was edited funny, that's because my last video I made on this, the music played for when the boat sinks. And it turns out that's a copyright issue, and I had a copyright claim on my last video. So we're cutting that off, so no more sad music, because I don't want another copyright claim on my channel. One's enough. One is enough. I want to watch this thing. Is this going to pull this all out? That would be pretty. I think it's just going to pull this down with it. Yep, that's going with it. So I don't think it's going to separate. No, it's not. Well, that's done. So let's see what else we can sink. I think this is called the Oasis, but it has, like, these on it. Whatever they're called. What are those called? I don't know what they're called. Whatever. And it has the, you know, I can't think today. It's got the strings and it's got the poles. And you know what happens in the wind? It flies away because it got the wind strength all the way up. So what's going to happen here is, I guess you'll see. I guess you... That's what's going to happen when the wind blows really hard. They're going to fly away. So I was waiting on the wind to show up. There it is. That's just the little wind. They're going to collapse this. Sounds like someone's crumbling a bag of chips. Oh man, that wind doesn't play. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. There's the wind. Oh, look at that. That was crazy. It took, like, it leveled the top of the boat. Like, the whole top of the ship got leveled out just by the wind. The Queen Mary has a lot of stuff. Whoa, look at all those lights. My poor frames. Oh man, can we have some of these lights? It's too weak. It's too weak. It's just tearing. It's just, what is going on? Okay. Now this is the Titanic with all its, like, rooms and stuff. And this is kind of a small model, so this is the front and this is the back of the ship. For those of you, I don't know why I explained that. That should be obvious. That should be blatantly obvious where the front and the back of the ship is. And here comes the wind. Let's see if it's going to take out this model of the Titanic, like the inner model. So, oh, okay. Alright. There goes everything. There goes chimneys and, what do you want to call these? These just, I don't know what they're called. I do know what they're called, but it's not right now. It's just, you can tell it's pushing the ship along, the wind is. But is that all we're going to get? Go ahead. Here's these. Let's go ahead and get this into the boiler rooms. Zigzag it up. Here too. You know, you see, this one's gonna be a little harder to flood because it's got to go through all these columns. Let's see this happen. That's gonna collapse. So there any stress? There's some stress in the middle. There it goes. Need some more water on here. Let's go ahead and make sure this is its share. Yep. And that should do it. That is not where the Titanic separated at all, but then again, this is not historically accurate at all. Whatsoever. There we go. The rest of it gets pulled underwater, and that is that. So, here is another model. This is more of the, oh my. This is more of the aesthetically pleasing model of the Titanic. My favorite model of the Titanic. Because it kind of looks like a side picture. You know, it's pretty. You even got the rivets a little bit. And that wind's starting to blow, and we're losing our... What are these called? Man. Hold on. Alright, so I did some research. The front is the bow, the stern. These are masts. So there we go. And this is the... I already forgot. The bridge. This is the bridge, so... And there should be the captain's quarters somewhere in here. So I did some research, and I can see the wind is hardly affecting this. It has damaged our smoke. What is the actual technical term for these? I do know that there's only supposed to be 3 on the Titanic, but the 4th one was for aesthetic purposes only. It actually was not needed at all because it worked on 3, but it looked better with the 4th one. And also, there was only 20 lifeboats instead of the... I can't remember how much it could carry because the 20 was more aesthetically pleasing than having their full capacity of lifeboats. So, therefore, because of aesthetic purposes, all those people died. Okay, so it looks like wind's not doing... Okay, there goes one. That's gone. But we're going to go ahead and slice this right here. Just like that. And we're just going to watch it sink. And that is not where it broke. I'm going to adjust some settings. That's breaking way too easy. That is not where the Titanic broke. The Titanic broke right here. Broke right before the 4th one. This is the break point. Right here. Why can no one get this right? And this was all together. What? Whoa. That's a big boat. Like, this is like a whole cell phone tower. I'm sure it's not. But to me, this is a whole cell phone tower on the top of this ship. This nice slice on the fronts. But this thing is massive. Like, it's huge. This thing is taking a quick minute to sink too. It's kind of just... Come on. Are the propellers finally coming out the water? My goodness. What's with this one? Why does that one face that way? Does this thing have reverse? I think this might have reverse. Look at that. I haven't seen a propeller face that way. That is brand new. Okay, now it's sinking pretty fast. This did not break. Even with the size of it, it did not break. But let's find out what will break it. I like to break the ship. So we're going to cut all this like that. That's all sliced. Then I'm going to make an adjustment right here. Just to start something. You know, I want to start that. And I just want this to break here. Because that's where the Titanic broke, so that's where I want everything to break. I feel like that's where everything should, especially a ship this big. That should be the breaking point. Right there. See? Snap. Boom. That was not me at all. That was totally the ship all by itself. This broke its back. It's gonna fold over on itself. Too bad it clips instead of actually, like, destroys itself. That would be pretty cool. But it doesn't do that, so... Yeah. Here's a sailboat, and there goes the sail. And it shreds in the ocean. As you can... Yep, there it goes. It's gone. And some of it's coming back. But that was just a regular wind. This little sailboat. Nothing is doing the wiggle. Nothing is wiggling it up. So I got this one. There goes, and the mast is stretching all... It's like made of bamboo. Some shiny, shiny, shiny bamboo. And now that's broken. And it's now tearing up the center of the sailboats, and that's not good for anybody. And now it's getting whipped around, and it's so violent. It's such a... My goodness. That is doing some damage. But will it sink it? Will it sink it? This is taking on some water. So if I inside an incision, so this can fill with water. Does this fill with water? It doesn't seem like it. How disappointing. If I slice this fin, will it fill with water? Or is it just a fin? It is not just a fin. The fin fills with water. That should have no effect on the inside of this boat at all, because this is just a fin. Now this is now sinking for no reason. No, it wasn't supposed to be like this. This is the Black Titan, and the only reason I don't mess with this boat is because you have to have a pretty beefy computer to run this ship, because this thing, let me just zoom out, is massive, and it's just so many lights on it, and it's so huge that it drops my frame rates down to, is that the wind? What happened? I wasn't even paying attention. At a whopping 9 frames, it's collapsing on itself. Oh my goodness. But this is melting my computer, so we are not doing this right now. There we go. Do you see the difference? This is the Carnival Dream. That was the Black Titan. And do you see the difference? That is just... what? So I'm going to do something different here. And slice this up one, a good one. And this should, come on, there it goes. That's what I'm talking about. Just fall apart. There, it just takes the whole middle out. The whole bottom's going. And this is splitting in half. Disaster for everybody. No time to even get the lifeboats out. It's just breaking apart. And it's gone. That's it. It's now the Carnival Nightmare, because it's falling apart so fast and it's so loud on my headset. The metal just clanking against each other. It's about to hit the floor bar. Yep, is it hit there yet? It's gonna get there in a minute. Oh my goodness, it's coming down like spaghetti. Just strings. It's like yarn was tossed in the ocean. And some of it's gonna stick and float down slowly. This is so loud. The biggest piece is about to hit, and it wasn't even that one. Oh my goodness. This is a disaster. When is it gonna settle? Well, I'm pausing that because I got some things to say to end this video, and that is, if you'd like to see more, because I forgot to introduce the game, this is Floating Sandbox. It's a spin-off of Floating Sandbox. No, I'm just kidding. I actually didn't know what the game was called for a second. Floating Sandbox is a spin-off of Sinking Simulator, which is, I'm not sure if this is a updated Sinking Simulator. I still haven't done my research on that, or if it's just a spin-off of Sinking Simulator. But this is a sinking ship simulator, which is what it is, a sinking ship simulator. It's called Floating Sandbox. Free to download, 100%. I'll leave the link in the description below if you want to check it out. I'll be playing this more in the future because it's a really fun game, and there's been a huge response to it so far. Actually, this broke a record on my channel of most views in under 48 hours, so that's the reason there's a second one of this in the first place. And yeah, so I'll be doing a lot of this in the future. I'll also be doing more BeamNG Drive I want to do, but I haven't got to it yet. I have some things I really would like to cover in that game, and haven't gotten to it. I'm also going to be doing Planet Coaster in the future because I have a whole idea of a park I want to do, and I'm just waiting to get to it. I need Shawnee's help for that, but I'm waiting on her. That is, when she's ready, I'm ready. Anyways, that's going to do it for the day, and I will see y'all in the next video.